SimAssist is a software application that can be downloaded onto a range of tablet phone devices. The software enables care staff to log observations during an assessment about the resident's care. Care staff can also receive notifications on the SimAssist to indicate when the resident requires attendance during the Sim assessment. This frees up care staff time while ensuring residents receive individualized care. The information recorded in the SimAssist app during the assessment is sent via the Wi-Fi network to the Sim Manager software. This information is graphically displayed along with the continence data. Care staff use this information to develop an individualized continence care plan. The aim is to support the restoration, where possible, of normal continence for a resident. The SimAssist app on the device does not need to be in a Wi-Fi network to function. The information that is recorded while outside the network is stored and then is transferred automatically via Wi-Fi when the device comes back into range. It is recommended the tablet phone should be carried by care staff at all times during their work shift. All notifications sent from the SimAssist app must be actioned by care staff. Do not shut down, log off, reboot, or place tablet phone into sleep mode during the assessment to ensure continuous transmission of data to the Sim Manager. The tablet phone must be charged each night when in use. Remember, all observations are to be entered in real time. If you forget to enter an observation at the time the activity occurred, refer to your supervisor who can enter this into the Sim Manager in retrospect. Log into SimAssist. Log into SimAssist in 2 steps. Step 1. Touch the SimAssist icon displayed on the screen of your tablet or phone. The SimAssist software will load and display the login screen. Step 2. Enter your username and password. Then select Login. If you have forgotten your username or password, please see your supervisor for assistance. Note: when using SimAssist for the first time, the user needs to set their password up in the Sim Manager with your supervisor. The supervisor will log into the Sim Manager and enter a default password. Default is changed every 24 hours. The Sim Manager will then display a screen for you to set up your new password. Main screen Resident List. After logging in, the screen will display all the residents currently on a Sim assessment. The information for each resident will include photo identification, resident's name, wing name, room number, Sim pod number. When setting up the first assessment, check that the Sim pod number allocated to the resident on the SimAssist screen is the same number appearing on the back of the Sim pod you are using. If this number is not the same, notify your supervisor. When there are more residents under the assessment than can be seen on a single screen, these can be viewed by brushing your finger up the screen to scroll. SimAssist Notifications. The SimAssist send notifications requiring attention regarding the resident or the assessment. The notification icon will appear as a red exclamation mark next to the resident's photo. To open the notifications, touch the resident's name. The screen will now display the notification messages for that resident. After reading the notifications, click the return arrow icon and you will return back to the main screen. This step removes the red notification. Recording resident observations. Step 1. To enter a resident observation, tap the resident's name. Step 2. The resident observations page opens. The top row of icons shows all the observation required for a urinary or bowel assessment, food intake, fluid intake, sensor check, successful toileting, unsuccessful toileting, sensor removal. The bottom row of icons show the other observations available to record specific assessments. Behavioral, sleeping, medication assistance, repositioning assistance, therapeutic massage. There is a comments field for additional information to be recorded that may not have been covered under other icons. Step 3. To record a resident observation, touch the observation icon and enter the data from left to right. A gray scroll bar will display if there are other items to choose from. Brush your finger up and down the screen to display additional items. To unselect an item, touch the item a second time and the selection green tick will disappear. After making all the selections for an observation, touch the green tick to save the data and transmit it to the Sim Manager. A message will appear stating the observation recorded, and you will return back to the observations page. At times, you may need to discard an observation before completing it. To discard the observation without saving, touch the back arrow icon instead of the green tick. A message will appear to confirm you wish to discard this observation. By selecting the green tick, the observation will be discarded and you will return to the previous screen. If you decide you wish to keep the observation, select the red X and you will return back to your observation input screen. Observation icons. This section will define each icon and will provide guidance on how to enter observations. Food intake. This observation records the total percent of food consumed during a meal and the type of food items eaten. Touch the icon Food Intake. Touch and select the percent of food eaten. Select all the food items eaten. To view more food items, scroll down by brushing your finger up the screen. All fluids consumed such as milk with porridge or cereal should be recorded under Fluid Intake. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save. Note: the information recorded under this icon will assist in completing a bowel assessment. Fluid intake. This observation records the volume and type of fluids consumed. Touch the icon Fluid Intake. Touch the volume icon and select the quantity of fluid consumed. For example, 125 mL. Then select the type of fluid consumed, e.g., glass of water. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save the data. Note: this information assists in understanding the resident's fluid balance hydration. The information for the fluid balance chart is then used to develop the resident's continence care plan. Sensor check. This observation records the status of a resident's SIM sensor in relation to capacity filled and if any leakage has occurred onto clothing or bed linen. Select the sensor check icon and select the percent of the SIM sensor that has been used. Select Yes or No if any leakage was observed. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save the data. Successful toileting. This observation records the amount of urine voided into the toilet, recorded in a SpeciPan hat. This icon also allows you to record the type and size of bowel movements. Select the icon Successful toileting. Select the amount closest to the volume of urine collected in a SpeciPan hat. Select Yes or No if feces is present. If yes, select the type and size from the Bristol stool chart. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save the data. Note: the information recorded from this observation is used to determine the effectiveness of toileting and any bowel activities. Unsuccessful toileting. This observation records when toileting activities are unsuccessful. This is demonstrated by nil urine being voided. Select the icon Unsuccessful toileting and confirm by selecting the green tick if toileting was unsuccessful. If this observation is unintentionally selected, then select the red X to discard the entry. Note: the recorded information helps determine unsuccessful toileting activities. Sensor removal. This observation records the removal and weighing of the SIM sensor. Select the icon Sensor Removal and select the type of SIM sensor removed from the resident. 3 types. Light capacity SIM sensor. Moderate capacity SIM sensor. Heavy capacity SIM sensor. Note: scales must be used to weigh the SIM sensor. record the weight by selecting the Sensor Weight icon. Select a weight that closely matches the reading shown on the scales. Select Yes or No if there was any leakage. Select Yes or No if feces is present. If yes, select the type and size of stool from the Bristol stool chart. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save the data. Behavior. This observation records behavior such as wandering, verbal, physical. Touch the icon Behavior. Under each behavior type, select behaviors that best fit the observed behavior. For each category where the behavior type is not displayed, select No. In order to see more items in each list, scroll down by brushing your finger up the screen. After making all the selections for this observation, select the green tick to save. Place comments regarding behaviors, what occurred, and actions you took under the icon Comments. Sleeping. The information assists in the development of appropriate toileting schedules and SIM sensor changes. Select the Sleeping icon and select one of the following fields. This observation records when the resident is unsettled, awake, asleep. After making the selection for this observation, select the green tick to save. Medication assistance. This observation records the time spent on medication assistance for a resident. There are 7 medication assistance types that can be selected. Select the medication icon to open. Select the duration taken for medication assistance. Select Assistance Type. Touch Yes or No to multiple attempts if medication was not taken when first administered. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save. Repositioning assistance. This observation records the duration it took to reposition a resident and the position the resident was placed in. Select the Repositioning Assistance icon to open. Select the duration taken in minutes and seconds to reposition the resident. Select only one reposition type. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save. Therapeutic massage. This observation records the duration of providing massage, applying heat packs, and using technical equipment. Select the Therapeutic Massage icon. Select the duration of massage activity. Select Therapeutic Type and tap on Yes or No if equipment was used. After making all the selections for this observation, touch the green tick to save. Comments. The Comments icon is selected if there is additional information to be added not covered in other observation areas. Touch the icon Comment and type in your text. A maximum of 120 characters can be recorded. After typing the additional information for this observation, select the green tick to save. History icon. The history icon shows observation and notification history. Step 1. Select the resident from the main screen. Step 2. The resident observations page opens. Step 3. Select the History icon. The History icon opens and displays all observations entered over the assessment period. Step 4. Select the Notification History icon. All notifications sent by the SIM Manager are displayed.